Dave Adams, he's the Legislative Affairs Director for the Virginia Shooting Sports Association. He joins us now on the program. Dave, thanks, sir, for your time.
Oh, thanks for the invite, Cam.
Yeah, my pleasure. All right, well, we talked, and we've been talking for months now about Governor McAuliffe's plans, endorsed by Michael Bloomberg when he was running for governor, promoted a great deal of gun control legislation. And then yesterday in the Senate Courts of Justice Committee, the committee dispatched Governor McAuliffe's gun control proposals. Almost all of them cleared from the deck. They were rejected by the Senate committee.
That's correct. Everything from outright outlawing private sales to the so-called gun show loophole to trying to keep us from teaching our 4-year-olds how to properly use a BB gun or gun safety. Completely dispatched on very large margins, like 10-4 votes to kill him.
Wow. Were you surprised by that margin given the closeness in the Senate in terms of the makeup of, R's and D's? It's a very closely divided Senate in that regard.
Well, the makeup of the committee is much more pro-gun than I would say the overall makeup of the state Senate. You've got one Democrat, John Edwards, who sides with the pro-gun side in courts of justice, so that helps us. Every now and then, Senator Normant, who is the Republican chairman of the committee, will vote against us, but he was with us on every bill for the most part yesterday. So the margin didn't surprise me as much as the fact that there was one bill that did get out, and that was Senate Bill 943. It was reported out and re-referred to Finance during the meeting, and then when the clerk's office posted the vote at the end of the morning, she actually posted it as having been killed on a vote of, I think, either 4-10 or 5-9, and that caused a brouhaha among the anti-gun folks, and they took to Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. Somebody videoed the committee meeting and showed the vote was totally different than what was posted. So now they're going to come and take the vote up again tomorrow. A similar bill passed the Senate committee as well as the full Senate last year and was defeated in the House. So, if it gets out of the committee after all of the noise that's been made about it, we'll take care of it in the House like we did last year.
All right. Now, on the other side of the ledger, there were some pro-gun bills that advanced out of the Senate Courts of Justice Committee.
That is correct, and most important among those is the lifetime concealed handgun permits was reported out. That vote was a lot closer than I thought it would be because, if I remember correctly, when this vote came up either last year or year before last, we had some Democrats that actually sided with us. This year, only Senator Edwards sided with us on that. So that'll get out of the full Senate probably Thursday, maybe Friday. There's also Senate Bill 1132, which is an exemption to the crime of possessing a firearm on school property. Right now, you're caught with a firearm on school property, you could have a felony charge and conviction. Senator Norman put in a bill said you have to knowingly have knowledge that you had the firearm. So that takes care of those issues when you might be at a school function, which is considered school property, even if you're not on the school property itself, but you're at a school function. Or let's say that you took your truck and went hunting and left the shotgun behind the seat. Your son drives a car to school the next day. He didn't know the firearm was back there. So this bill will be very important to take care of those types of situations.
Do you anticipate, Dave, and obviously I think, again, a lot of this is contingent on gun owners in Virginia contacting their state senators, but do you think that there's a good chance that both of these bills could actually get to Governor McAuliffe's desk?
I think if we get them out of the Senate, they'll definitely get to Governor McAuliffe's desk. The question is whether he will sign either of those bills. We saw a bill last week, the one that has to do with concealed permit privacy. I think it was, I forgot the bill number, but it got out of the Senate last week. But Senator Sasslaw says the governor's going to veto it. Now, I didn't know he had been appointed a spokesman for the governor, but apparently he's got some inside information that the rest of us don't have at this point in the General Assembly. So it's going to be nip and tuck trying to get the governor to sign some of these bills. You know, remember, Tim Kaine was probably the most anti-gun governor we've had in Virginia in a long time, and even he signed some pro-gun bills when he was governor. So we may get some of these passed. Senator McAuliffe, if gun owners contact the governor when they get to his desk and, you know, make sure their voice is heard, we could probably get some of these. But, you know, I'll be honest, it's going to be hard and take some hard work on the part of gun owners to get some of the bills, you know, signed once they get to his desk.
What about the possibility that some of these gun control bills could pop up again in the session? Is there any chance of that happening, Dave?
Well, you know, there is an old saying that no bill is dead until it's died twice, which is the case with 943. You know, I don't think because of the margin that the bills that were defeated yesterday were killed that we'll see them come up again. Someone who voted on the prevailing side would have to move that the bill be reconsidered. So I don't think that we're going to have a problem with any of those bills coming back. You know, we've got to still deal with them in the House. You know, there's companion bills on the House side. Militia and police haven't taken up any of those bills yet. The subcommittee didn't meet last week that deals with those bills. They should be meeting on Thursday, and I would expect, although they haven't put a docket out yet, I would expect these bills are going to come up pretty quickly, and I also expect they're going to be dispatched as quickly as they were yesterday.
All right. Listen, Dave, I appreciate you joining us on the program, sir, keeping us up to date with everything going on in Virginia. I know it's a very, very busy time of year, but it sounds like so far it's been a good session for gun owners.
Things are going good on both sides right now. I think we've got some good pro-gun legislation moving, and we've killed some very bad legislation, and we're looking to do the same over on the House side and do some good work. So I would encourage everyone to go to our website, which is myvssa.org, and look at our legislative tracking form. We've also got information on how to contact your legislator and be very active between now and the end of the session, letting your legislators know where you stand on all the gun bills.
All right, Dave, thank you so much, sir. It's always good talking with you, and hope we can do it again soon.
All right, thanks a lot, Cam.
My pleasure. Dave Adams joining us, Legislative Affairs Director with the Virginia Shooting Sports Association.